Good evening. I'm Rochelle Horvath, Magic Weaver. It is February the 5th, and this February is quite an interesting February, that's for sure. To start off, I'd just like to say we got some February events taking place. In person, we have the second tea leaf and tea sniffing event, and that's on Sunday, February 9th from 3 till 5 p.m. You can still get your tickets at the Raven, $20 cash. So just ask for Rochelle's event, because there's also another event getting ready to start up as well. And that one I'm excited for. I get to go to that one, and that's Michelle is having an event coming up. So just be sure you say it's for the tea leaf reading, and that's for February 9th from 3 till 5. We've still got a few tickets out there ready for sale. So go in there and grab your tickets if you missed the first event. And then we have our online meditations and channeling. So we have Thursday the 6th from 1 till 2 o'clock. And you can get your link via going online to the website at rochellemagicweaver.com. Then we have Sunday the 9th from 11 till 12. We have light language channeling. Saturday the 15th from 5 till 6 is downloads and healing meditation. Thursday the 20th, 1 till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And that again is download, code activations, and healing. Saturday the 22nd, 11 till 12 o'clock, we have interactive. So that's where we're working together in the meditation. And then we have Thursday the 27th, 5 till 6, we have light language channeling. So if you'd like to participate in any of those, especially if you have your membership, you just hop on there and sign up for the events. The more the merrier, definitely. Hi, Chandri, welcome. So this month is quite a month. We've got frequencies going, zipping up and down, sideways, all over the place. Emotions as well are definitely being played with during this month. We have 6 different astronomical events taking place, from conjunctures, meteor showers, the grand alignment that's going to be taking place of the planets, and we have the snow moon coming up on the 12th. So those things are definitely making a lot of things take place with us emotionally. I myself am experiencing, one minute I'm just boogieing down, and all of a sudden it's like everything just took a hard left, and I had to stop and take a moment yesterday, a little bit today. Today I'm getting back on my feet and heading back in that direction I was going before. Hi, Sandy. So February is much like the month of September, and we're bringing things into alignment. We are finishing off things and finishing off projects. We're working through emotions in that aspect too, bringing forward cleansing energy from healing through the fall and the winter months. So tonight I'd like to bring some balance, help assist in bringing some balance. Things are going crazy with your children, getting heavy. Okay, understandable, Sandy. That's kind of where mine took a left yesterday. Other things are going along marvelously. So if we really look at it, it's not us right now that's in that transfer, Sandy. It's your children that are taking these changes. So how are we able to bring ourselves separate from what's taking place? How do we still be there in a manner that we can help lift them up, be of support, but to not be totally connected and feel like we're drowning in that moment, right? So that's where bringing in this balance here, making sure we're doing a lot of self-care, making sure we're staying on our track. That's the huge key there. Bringing manifestations into fruition, bringing the energy that like attracts like, right? To attract what we desire, to raise that frequency, bringing you to your knees in prayer. I understand that totally. Participated in a drumming and medicine wheel prayers as well this past little bit, so I understand. My heart goes out to you, Sandy. I understand totally. Chandri, you feel like a crappy mom. Oh my gosh, Natty has changed. I feel like it's my fault and I have to do better. So we have to remember we're doing the best that we can with the information and with the knowledge we have at this time. So recognizing that things aren't how we feel they should be, then we're able to step in and make those changes. So finding that space for yourself, Chandri. Anyone else experiencing or feeling anything, feeling stuck, feeling that you're being pulled, feeling you're zipping out of control. So, and in that, is it you or is it the people around you that are experiencing these changes and we are just kind of sidecars? And how do we pull ourselves away from being totally involved and enveloping ourselves in that? Like I was saying today, I'd like to bring some balance to that. So we are the mirror. So what we attract is what we are focused on. Hi, Diane. Thanks for joining this evening. Hi, Sarah. So these planets that are out there right now, we've got with the alignments and such, we have Mars and Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and this moon. That energy is opening up the opportunity for transformation, introspection, alignment with this cosmic forces. So Mars is a planet of action and drive, a surge of energy, right? Urging us to take bold steps forward towards our goals and towards our desires. So when we understand what's taking place energetically, that brings these, understand our turbulence. Jupiter is a planet of wisdom and expansion. So open the doors to that spiritual and intellectual growth. It provides opportunities of learning and personal development. So calling on these types of energies to assist us during these times where we're finding things are not an even keel. Venus, that's the planet of love and beauty. It fosters harmony and offering a chance to strengthen relationships and embrace our creativity. So this relationship, Sandy, Chandri, for yourself right there, How can we enforce and grow these relationships? How are we able to support those that are falling and keep ourselves still at that even keel again? So self-care, we always bounce back to self-care. How are we able to take care of ourselves in a better manner so that we're able to be strong in ourselves and assist ourselves as well as others? So Saturn is a planet of discipline and structure. So encouraging that growth within yourself, and the process of reminding us that we're imperfect, right? And to be patient with ourselves and to have perseverance always. It's important that we really take care of ourselves in that way, and to remember, look at how far you've come. Sandy, Chandra, same thing. How far have you come in the last while? I know myself, growth in the last couple years has been astronomical. I look at things in so many different ways. I've been able to step out of the shadows and step forward. You love your relationships to be healthy and happy, and allow yourself to be cared for and trust. We have to remember we're not always up. Life is not always up. Chaos brings blessings. So in the chaos that some of us are witnessing right now, that chaos is going to bring forward blessings. They're hidden. They're hidden, and often the only way we see them is if there is chaos. You were able to speak about supports needed in your community regarding the addictions. 211. Okay. Wonderful, Sandy. It's important. It's so important. Okay, Charlene. So you're seeing a big change as well. Yes, we definitely, if you look back to the work you've done with yourselves, and just even within your community, I know within our community it's been phenomenal. We had the fires, that we've watched people come together, and the rebuilding that's taking place, where in other places I know it's taking forever, and watching these people being able to rebuild and have things taking place that way, it's been wonderful. We've had a lot of change. We've had a lot of community support and people coming forward to assist and help each other. Our women's group, the North Shuswap Women in Business, it's just rolling. It's wonderful to see the women getting together, sharing ideas, coming together and setting up little events together. It's phenomenal. It is just phenomenal. It's wonderful to see. Hi, Cheyenne. So we got also Mercury. That's another planet that's having some fun. It's about communication. It invites clarity and insight, time for deep reflection and thoughtful conversation. So that kind of is what we're discussing, bringing these things together and having that come forward. You're grateful for Enoch did with the shelter. Landon's charging $2 a hug. Oh my gosh, Chandri, that's beautiful. Oh my God, tell him we have to have a virtual hug, and I will send some hug money that way. That is such a wonderful idea. The old kissing booth, now we got a hugging booth. There's no going back. on your own little cell and balancing through the family and community in the world. It's incredible. Sadly, the storm is not over. Nope, the storm's not over. Very good. That's awesome. Yeah, so that we get to watch these things coming forward. It's wonderful to watch. The more we become involved and the more we actually just sit down and talk, sit down and share with each other, you'll be surprised how many things you'll have in common. It's time people kind of put things aside. Judgment is huge in that aspect. So how do we step away from some of those things? How do we refrain from being a part of that? So that moon is coming in as well, and it brings an emotional depth. Hopefully it enhances our empathy and self-awareness. That would be a wonderful thing if the moon would assist us in that this time around. With the planets and with what they are doing, they are offering a gateway to greater spirituality and awareness, growth and transformation. So in saying that, I can feel the energy starting to come in now. It's important that us as humans, that we start connecting and turning to the higher energies. Like I was saying, like attracts like. So we are the mirror. How are we mirroring out there? Are we mirroring good things, or are we mirroring that shadow side of ourselves, that the dislikes of everything? So in this month here, February, bringing that forward. And I know if it's not you that's involved in the oop-de-doos, and perhaps it's your children, perhaps it's a good friend, your parents, many things taking place. A lot of us have aging parents, and things are taking place with them. People who have Alzheimer's, dementia starting, or in the throes of it. These energies, depression, these energies that we're in right now, they can just drag you straight down. So same thing with addictions. A lot of people are noticing that their addictive behavior is kind of playing a part in what's going on right now. So how are we settling, and how are we taking care of ourselves so that we're not being dragged down with this? And how do we bring that positive energy back in? So for every positive, we have to keep bringing the positive. So if you have a negative, think of something positive. 2 things replace 1 negative. So if you've got that going on in your mind, you're in the merry-go-round in the monkey brain, and you've had a negative experience, how do you bring in 2 positive things that have taken place so that it can help cancel that out? So where in your body as well, where is everybody feeling these angst and energies that are holding? I'm getting a lot right now. I can feel lots of solar plex. So when I say I can feel it, that means I'm actually experiencing it as well. So I'm feeling a lot of solar plexus. For others, I'm seeing the stomach. Okay, so you smelt the addiction. So you're definitely keying in on that, Chandri. So, and that's, I know a lot of people I've had talks with, and that's, so all of a sudden they haven't, say, had a drink in 10, 15 years, and all of a sudden there's this urge to just have one. So how to stop and step away. So, and this also has to do with the limbic brain. Depending when a person has started their addiction, usually it's during the teenage years, and that's when the brain is engaged in emotion. So the addicted person is stalled at that age. So they're stuck within all these emotions and not able to communicate properly, not able to express what's going on, not wanting to sit in that feeling. So as to how to work forward and through that, right? A burn mark. Interesting. You have to ask Spirit what that was about, Chandri. So right now, just as we're sitting here, we're going to start bringing in some energy. See, and I've got lots of air right now wanting to come up as well. So I can feel this energy that's coming through. We're going to start releasing this so that everybody can perhaps walk through the rest of the evening or their day, depending where we are. And through the next days where we're feeling some relief from this energy, that we brought some balance coming in. So when is the next event? The next one is February 8th, I believe. We have, I think it's Saturn. At any rate, that's when the next astrological, oh, my tongue's not working, event that's going to take place. So let's bring in some of that energy here, bringing in perhaps some Mars energy so that we can take some bold steps forward. And everybody just focus wherever you're feeling that in your body. Go into your body right now, and where are you feeling it? Is it in the chest? Is it in the head? Is it in the stomach? Solar plexus? Sacral? Is it down in the root? Right? Where is this being experienced in the body? Like I said, I've got lots going there where I can feel it in the solar plexus. So bring in your imagination, bring in some color, changing that frequency, taking some nice breaths. The box breathing is wonderful when we have that anxious feeling. Counting to the count of 4, breathe into the count of 4, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 4, and hold to the count of 4. You can't speak normally, like the words come out. That's how I was as a teenager. So you just stay quiet. Okay, I understand that. So now bring in that breathing. Bring in some color. Allow the energy. I can feel in the throat as well. I can definitely see some struggling on words. Sounds good, Sandy? No worries. There we go. We're starting to feel that shifting coming in now. So just envision now whatever color it was that came to your mind first, bring it down through the top of your head. I myself, I've got a copper color coming in. So I'm bringing copper down through, allowing it to just slowly pour down the body. I'm letting it pool in my solar plexus, letting it just sit, allowing it to slowly go down through the legs, down through the soles of the feet. I'm even. I'm getting some light language that's coming in. And this is just language that'll bring ease. It's going to connect in. I'm not seeing a translation just yet. There may not be one. What it is for you to interpret on your own, and your body and your spirit will take that energy and it will put it where it needs to go. It'll bring that intuition into you. Hi, Gwen. Here we go. This is going to bring ease, bringing some balance in. Horechka watatum wakwete hindo to watshap to wanawaria partatara pisaktiwana a iwata chawat samanda to wiata uro to marawata beach wanareke hatatara watchumata to sola wafita yawata mutwatika e patoto sabatakanara pitch tatareweke cha ta sabloweata ta kabareke chonorevitsa a. For some, you may feel just a big flush feeling as the body just starts draining that energy as it's releasing. I've got some who kind of have stomach flip sensations, unsure of what's taking place, not familiar with light language. So there's a kind of the body and the spirit's kind of questioning what's taking place. There we go. So there again, I'm feeling a large flushing through the body. You can feel that in your head, Chandri. Okay. So that's opening your crown, going into the pineal gland, bringing more intuition, more awareness. It's time for deep reflection. Take this time, especially as we're receiving more energies coming in through this month. Take that time to sit, reflect, write things down. The crazier they are, write it down. Go over it later. Take a look at what you've written a day or two later. See what that brings to you. So right now, we've got signals taking place. So my hands, when I'm doing this is also light language. So for others, you may be reacting as I'm doing this. Instead of having language. Stop over criticizing. Yes, if we don't leave the past behind, we can't move forward. We can't live in the future. We can't become who we are here to become. We have to let that past go. So forgiveness. Forgiveness is not for the other person, if that's what it is. Blaming, right? We have a list of what everyone has done to us. Start putting that list away. They were only doing what they knew to do. We came here, we all signed agreements as to what would take place with each of us. Hello, my girl. There we go. So here again, I'm feeling another flush, kind of from the shoulders down. So those that are still stuck, throat, sensations going on. We'll making our way up is what I'm seeing. Does anybody else have something to share? Share your experience as to what's taking place perhaps in your body, if there's anything going on. If there isn't, that's okay. That's where we start doing yoga nidras, and when we do a meditation where we're going through the body and we're actually taking time through each part of the body, getting to know the body. You keep reminding yourself that. Good. There we go. So now I'm seeing it focusing from the chin down. So we're working in the neck chakra right now. Your shoulders twitching, releasing. Good. So knowing it's twitching, your body is letting you know. There is a type of releasing that's called cryas. And that's when the body just starts shaking and moving uncontrollably. It almost looks like you're having a seizure. I've experienced it, and I've had others experience it during session. And that's when the body just completely, the whole spirit, the mind, body, spirit, just lets go. Lets it all go. It can be quite exhausting when that takes place. You have tingling sensation on your back just under the cage. Moving through me and out the front, just under your ribs. Okay. Grief, Gwen. I'm getting lots of releasing of that again. In the back there again, things that have happened. You're letting go of a lot more things that have been just kind of little layers. There. Yeah, so there's Chandri. So some women, when they've had a baby, the legs especially will just take off uncontrollably after you've given birth, and they're bouncing and shaking all over the place. So, and that's also the body releasing. You think of the pain and the energy that is expelled when you are giving birth. It's phenomenal. So it explains a lot as to why that would happen. So I got somebody, the wrist area, the arm area getting very cold. I'm seeing cellular release right now in that area. So I'm not sure who it is. There we go. So there again, get everybody to take a nice big breath in and allow some of this energy to just subside. Let it go down through the body. Is anybody here with some head pressure? I'm seeing head pressure. Keep being shown the head between the shoulder blades. So think how we hunch, how we hold the world on our shoulders, how that area becomes so tight. We hold all our tension and stress there. Okay, Gwen and Sandy. So now I'm getting some face as well, in through the sinus areas. We're going to bring in, getting the color yellow. So now I'm going to start calling in unknown angels. Those wonderful unknown angels who are always assisting us, helping us when we need the assistance, coming forward. So we got all kinds of energy going on. I know on my screen I'm seeing color changes and I'm seeing light and dark. So we've got lots of energy in assisting and bringing in some of this balance that I was talking about. And my dog, she has come down to assist. She's just laying off to the side here. She brings in a lot of grounding, a lot of balance. So any of you at home that have got an animal that is showing up as we're doing this, cats like to hop in and come and sit, and they really like to play with the energy. Dogs tend to come in to help us balance, to bring some calmness. That's why we use them for anxiety. That's why they're service dogs. That's why they're there to assist us. Emotional support dogs. There we go. There we go, Gwen. And Luna's sleeping beside you. There. So now we're really starting to open up into that crown chakra, third eye. Some of you may be feeling some pulsing. Some may even, sometimes you get a circular feeling, almost like there's a spinning wheel going on in there. So now we're just going to start running the energy from the back, bringing it up, bringing it back up. So from the front to the back, just doing a complete circle. We're just cleansing that energy throughout the spinal column there. It's going through all the chakras. Lots of different tones I'm getting here. There we go. Starting to feel things balance out, not feeling quite that same energy that was taking place before. Solar plexus are calm. Bellies are starting to calm down now. So Chandri, what I would do is I would muscle test as to how much and how often. So every day. I always take probiotic. My stomach has been through a lot of different things. I, in my past, had a lot of surgeries, had cancer treatments. So my bacteria in my stomach, I'm always making sure that I've got a good probiotic. And then daily I go through and I check and I muscle test. Do I need iron? Do I need some zinc? Do I need some vitamin D? Do I need magnesium? And I ask my body every day. Same as when I'm drinking my tea. So I don't always, I don't drink regular tea usually in the morning. So I will muscle test and maybe I'll have some dandelion. Maybe I'm going to have milk thistle and something else. So plantain, I will make combinations and I will muscle test. I will ask my body, What is it that it is looking for every day? A lot of people are going on that Shilajit. Well, when our body doesn't need something, it's going to flush it. So you're either peeing or going to the bath, right? So those things are taking place. I thought, oh, I'll give it a try, a muscle test. It was like, oh yeah. So they say every day take a pea size. And every day I was doing that for about, a week. At the end of the week, I was like, oh my God, like I'm up all night long going to the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom all day long going pee. That's all I was doing. Flush, 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 flush. Well, my body doesn't want that every day. It doesn't need it every day. So I muscle test, and maybe once a week it says yes. And that's the day that I actually will drink it. So really learn and become familiar with your body. What does your body need? Learn how to do some muscle testing. You can use a pendulum. It's a connection and an extension of you. So my method is I ask myself, and now my body just says, but my body will move backwards or forwards. So everybody has a different way of doing it. So find out your way, look it up, kinesiology, and that's learn how to muscle test yourself. Do you need to be taking these things every day? Often, no. Your body doesn't need it every day. It needs it maybe every other day, things like that. So become aware. And Chandri, it doesn't come from here. And you are indigenous. So I don't think your body would want it. So look at some remedies that are from here, that are homegrown. What would you be having that is natural, that comes from here? So there I'm seeing most of the mushrooms, chaga, things like that, old man's beard. What other things could you be having that would benefit you that actually come from here? So, and often a lot of people will find that they can't, if you look at your ethnic background or your blood, that's another way of taking care of the body, is going with what it actually needs in that aspect. So not everything is going to be good for you. So give that a try. So right now I've got energies just coming in, and we're flushing. We've just kept doing this rotation of going around the spinal column and up through the front, and you may feel yourselves getting quite balanced now, more refreshed. How's your mind feeling? Is everybody starting to feel a little bit clearer headed instead of groggy or foggy feeling like I know most of you were feeling? And that was one of the things that was definitely taking place. So that's what I would test for, Sandy. Testing your tinctures. Does your body want that every day? Not always. Not always. So, and that's, I use different tinctures and things like that. So that's why I say when I'm making a tea, my tea is usually plantain. It's got mullein. It all varies. It depends on what's going on. Sometimes if I'm very mucousy, I'm going to take mullein. I'm going to have licorice. I'm going to muscle test. I'm going to make sure that, yeah, that's what I need that day. Do I need to take some silver today? I don't take it every day. So I'm always checking to see how is the body reacting? What does it want? There. Now we've got circular energy, I want to say. It's going in a clockwise motion. Pardon me, that would be counterclockwise. And it's front and back. It's almost like there's two discs, front and back, and they're swirling. There we go. Somebody's experiencing pain around the tailbone. I'm almost getting a pulsing and a sharp feeling there. So if anyone's experiencing that, we're going to just start bringing some energy in there. I'm bringing the color red down there as well. So it's the root chakra. Let's use that root color. You may start feeling it getting warm, heating up. Your mom. There we go. There. That should start feeling much better. We've got a couple sinuses kind of plugged. So opening up the sinuses. So that too, air pressure. We've been going through experiencing a lot of changes in the air pressure. We're in a cold snap right now. Before that, we were getting, the one day it went down to 17. And I don't think I've ever seen it that low here. And then slowly as the day went, it was rising up. By the time the end of the day, it was like 29. So watch that air pressure and watch what takes place with why are you feeling that pressure. You're connected to this earth. You really feel those things taking place. So right now we got dry, staticky weather. And I know for myself, that brings in more phlegm, dry nose. So what can you do to help that out? Put a pot of water on the stove. For us, we put it on the wood stove, a big pail of water, and I'll put some pine in there during the day, some pine needles, and that'll help. There we go. Now we're just bringing some balance. This energy is just kind of a neutral energy coming in. We've released a lot of energy out of the cells today. So be sure you drink some water. Ear clogged now and then. Okay, so the gestational tube there, Sarah. I know for us, what we tend to, we'll do some ear candling to get that moving. Especially in the fall and spring when my allergies, and I'll get that happening. There we go. So Sarah, I'm just focusing the color silver down in through there right now. Notice how when silver's involved, it gets really bright in here. I always love that part. I love watching this as to how the light changes. Definitely know energy is moving. There we go. There. Lots of shifting. So it's important this month especially, we're kind to ourselves. Be patient with yourself. This energy is chaotic at times. So how do we get back on track? How do we, lend that hand? You see somebody, just be kind. Be kind to each other. Lend that hand to help that other person. Just a smile will change the whole day for somebody. So like energy attracts like energy. Remember, you're the mirror. There we go. Shifting through a whole bunch of gears here, it feels like. So then as we gather, every time we do this, every time we gather, look how many people come forward. Look how much energy gets out there as we are shifting those gears, as we're eliminating this negative energy, or the darker side of the energy, whatever you want to call it, our shadow side. The more we're doing this, the more we change that frequency. We bring ourselves up and up. We can't always be up. Can't always be shining stars. I wasn't angry or anything like that today. And yesterday I was just in this, not wanting to do much, not wanting to move. Needed that break. Just needed that time to allow things to settle, to see where I was, to see what was going on. Sandy, getting everything's for purpose. Everybody has all come here for lessons. We've all come here to experience life. And even though it may not be the way we want it to be, that's okay. To allow the process to take place. Chandri, trust your intuition, trust yourself. I think that message is going to kind of be on a repeat here. You have such amazing abilities, and that spirit's just trust yourself. That gut feeling first, right? Don't allow the brain to think about it. How we will sit and overthink and replay in our head is insane. Yesterday, it was my day where I didn't want to do much, and I usually do yoga in the evening. And I spent a good half hour or so, and I was arguing with myself. And my husband said, "What are you doing? What's the matter? What's going on?" And I said, "I'm arguing with myself. I'm having an argument." And he said, "Well, I'm glad you're arguing with yourself and not with me." And then the reality of it was like, why am I arguing with myself on this? And it was okay to just take the day and not do my yoga and just whatever. Well, this morning I got up and I was like, oh, I should have did that yoga. So I was shoulda-ing myself, and I had to have that little talk with myself. So Don't go in the merry-go-round. Don't argue. Don't fight with yourself. Don't go over that conversation a trillion billion times. There we go. Oh, now this energy is just coming in nice. This energy that's coming in right now, the way I experience it, is like if we were sitting outside in the spring and it's just lightly raining and the sun is shining and it's just this misty rain. And that's just kind of cleansing, bringing forward this cleansing. So inside the body, just allow that, whatever you're experiencing, allow that tingle, allow that freshness to come in. As you take a breath, how it clears, the head is clear, the body, the muscles are feeling better than when we started. That's the main thing, as long as everyone is feeling better than when we started. So we're coming up to an hour here, and we've been playing with the energy for about, I'd say about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, where I started physically actually talking about it. The energy was coming in as we began, but now you really know that that energy's here. So I'm hoping everyone is feeling good, feeling this freshness, and to have patience with yourself. And know that this month is a month just like September. We're finishing off things. Things can be topsy-turvy, especially with the events that are taking place, with these planets and the energy that they bring to the table. It's like we're in retrograde, up and down, energy's not, things aren't behaving the way they should, things like that. Be patient. Stay with the most positive thoughts that you can, because our thoughts dictate our reality. So keep those things in that. Stay away from the news. Stay away from all the feeds about all the garbage that's going on, because it's going on whether there's nothing that we can do to change what's taking place, right? That's the biggest part. We still have to live every day. So regardless, you have to go about the day. So stay as clear-minded as you can. Things are going to take place as they are. Go with your gut instinct as to how things are. Enjoy these planets that are aligning. Go out there and stargaze if you can, if you get the opportunity and you have a clear night. Saturn's going to be coming and blaring and shining like crazy. So if you can, get out there and witness it. Go out there and play. Go out for a walk, smell the air, connect with nature. Be at one. Be at ease. So like I said, there's meditation tomorrow at 1 till 2 on Zoom. So just go to the website if you'd like to connect in. Sunday the 9th from 11 till 12. Saturday the 15th from 5 till 6. Thursday the 20th from 1 till 2. Saturday the 22nd from 11 till 12. And Thursday the 27th from 5 till 6. Hopefully you're able to come and join on some of those. The meditations you'll find are quite healing. The light language definitely will open many, many doors for you. And the interactive meditation is fun. It's much like this. Healing is taking place, but we take you off into your childhood imagination. We get to have fun with those. So pop in. Love to see you there. And until then, I will see you next Wednesday. Have a great night, and I hope you feel refreshed. I hope you feel better, and I hope you have a wonderful sleep tonight. Good night. Have a good night.